You may not have noticed, there is a new commander in Infinite Galaxy hiding at the very bottom of the crew roster. So in this video, I'm going to talk about who this crew member is, Shire, what they can do, and some theories about how you can unlock them. Hello my friends and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming, and in this video, sponsored by the makers of Infinite Galaxy, I'm going to talk all about Shire, the new logistics commander with a little bit of combat and command that is really good for gathering nickel, steel, and plasma. And my goodness, when you look at the commanders that are available in the game already for gathering from planets, we have needed a way to get nickel, steel, and plasma from planets so badly. This will be so immensely helpful if you can unlock him, and I'll give some theories at the end for how that might go. But let's first talk about Shire as a crew member. He is going to give you an upwards of 72% nickel steel output from planets. Ba-boom, 72%. Gather up speed, let's go. And 72% plasma output from planets and 72% plasma gather up speed at max. Now, most people won't have a max. I won't have a max probably for a long time, depending on how he becomes available, which I want to get to. But for perspective, 72%, when we compare to some other crew members that you can use today, one of those crew members that I currently have in my spaceport, I wish I could make him captain, but I really kind of need the logistics points, is Bolt. Now, Bolt gives you 86.5% all resource output for planet development. That's actually really good. And a part of the reason I guess that that's really good is like the whole skill is dedicated to that one thing, which is pretty freaking amazing. And by the way, when he becomes a captain, that goes up to 104%. Now, I think I didn't mention earlier that if we use this dude as a captain, you can go all the way up to 155% bonus nickel steel. Oh my gosh. 155% gathering speed as well. Okay, so as a captain, this guy is freaking insane. I think the obvious answer here is that you're going to use him as a captain for like your Peleus combo that's going in and you know, getting those resources. And speaking of which, like how good is 155%? You might be wondering. I mean, geez, this flagship over here, I maxed it recently, is giving me 56% planet output. And I go over here, I mean, my Achilles is actually really pretty ranked up in the grand scheme of things, and it is giving me planet output of 72%, although it can go all the way up to 201 when max. But show me a maxed Achilles. Who's got one? I want to see that. Nobody has that. Nobody has that. And on the topic of captains that you might use to gather from planets, we've got a cool 163.2% on this commander over here, Amagi Misato. Now, when I was gathering titanium, steel, and deuterium, this was a commander that was really valuable to have as the captain. Right now, it's not really doing anything for me. I probably should even put her into my crew and then maybe go and make Bolt the captain of the flagship. I actually should really consider maybe a few changes, a few tweaks. I also have over here, this is Lincoln. He gives titanium and deuterium gather up speed. Yeah, I actually don't ever gather those things anymore. Wow, we found a few optimizations here. I should make Bolt a captain, and I should maybe put some of these guys in my spaceport crew and use them. One other crew member. Well, good thing we took a look here. Oh, titanium output from planets. Again, I'm not doing that anymore. It would make more sense to have her as a captain, though, than Lincoln. This doesn't make any sense at all. So, obviously, my gathering crew has some opportunities. I've been putting literally everything I get into my combat crew for now. And that gathering crew, in case you haven't seen it before, I've got a dedicated video. I'll put the card up in the top. Is actually active right now. This is my gathering crew. It's really quite strong. I've got Bolt in the mix over here, but he should be captain. Now, let's just talk about that for a second. This new crew member. How do you get them? How do you get them? I think there's a couple ways we could see them show up. First of all, we've got holiday events probably right around the corner from when I'm filming this. So Maybe they'll be in the holiday events. That would be pretty cool. Second option is that maybe they show up as a bundle. So we saw recently that this crew member who's very, very strong is really kind of only available for purchase. That's Pearson McConnell. They could be available only for purchase, but another theory is that they could be released like how we got Rich, who is available in the Spaceport plan, basically the battle pass that you can purchase your way into the higher tier of rewards. Yeah, it's the space plan. I think I did remember that correctly. The space plan is where you get this commander over here. Maybe they put the other crew member into here in a rotation. The other thing that I do not think is likely is that they could add a crew member as a reward for the Galaxy Summit. I think that's fairly unlikely. They could add a crew member as a reward for the Outermost Crusade. At this point, that feels fairly unlikely. So this new crew member will be worth a lot of resources. And the weird thing is, okay, this is sort of weird, but if you're not creating a bunch of farm accounts, you will be bottlenecked by resources more than any other thing for your progress. That was my experience anyways. So if you aren't going to be flush with resources, and most of us really kind of aren't at this point in the sort of progress of the game, having this crew member will enable you to get more resources. And I mean, the only downside that I can think of at this point is that plasma and nickel steel planets are a serious premium. And so the more resource speed, the more planet output bonus that you get, the longer you need to be at a planet before you're done with it. So the only weirdness about everybody getting more output from planets over time is that everybody spends more time at planets, which means these rare planets become even more rare to gather from. I don't know. Maybe now I've gone down a rabbit hole that isn't entirely necessary, but if you enjoyed this video and found it entertaining, throw a like on here and consider subscribing. I actually forgot. You know, the one place that would perhaps be most logical for the crew member to show up would be in here. But to the best of my knowledge, the new crew members that they released that are legendary tier haven't showed up in the recruit crew area. So I don't think he's available from here. In fact, there might even be a way for me to confirm that. Zen Wenzhao, hey, cheers. Welcome to the squad. And, ooh, that's a good crew member there to go and pick up. Can I see? Yeah, nope. They're not here. I knew there was a way. New crew member's not in here. So they're coming from some other vehicle. And, you know, I think bundle or spaceport plan are probably the more likely of those. But leave your theories down below in the comments. Let me know what you think about planet output crew members. I think I need to go make a swap here. As I was mentioning earlier, Bolt, I can't believe I've been using you incorrectly for so long. And until next time, you have fun smashing your enemies. I mean, okay. How much extra gather up speed do I really get here? It would be 76.3 versus 56. I mean, I'll take it.